has been retrieved and that, yes, that person was okay. I'm hoping they were fully okay. Call me if you see anything at star 1071 on a Rogers cell phone. Obviously, hands-free if you're driving. And then 800-668-1550 is the number to call otherwise. Current temperatures average.
Gens aussi qui gravitent autour, donc on va se promener à travers les satellites autour de Baie-Saint-Paul aujourd'hui à l'émission.
And interactive projections made by the Celtic with
rain and temperatures above zero. I bet we're looking at a white Christmas.
That's Johanna Wagstaff in North Vancouver, and most flights at Vancouver International and other airports in the province have been cancelled or delayed. The backups and cancellations are expected to last for much of the week. Joel Ballard is at YVR and has more on all the delays. Joel?
Rob, it's absolute chaos at YVR right now. I've never seen the airport like this. You look around and it's just a sea of people. Everyone is waiting in long lines. And if they aren't in lines, you see people laying on the ground, sleeping literally against any structure that they can find. You know, we've chatted with people here who have now been waiting for more than 12 hours, more than 24 hours, more than 48 hours. We spoke with one gentleman who was on the tarmac for 12 hours this morning. And, you know, everyone that we've spoken to, their frustration is palpable because, of course, they understand that things happen and people need to adapt, but they say there's been a complete lack of communication about what's going on here. And, you know, they're also frustrated at a lack of infrastructure to deal with what in Vancouver may be a lot of snow, but to other parts of Canada isn't outside of the norm, yet it seems to have completely shut down Vancouver International Airport. Now, we have heard from the airport. They're saying flights aren't going out. I'm seeing on the board there's maybe one flight boarding right now. And they're telling people to check with your airline before coming to the airport to see if it is actually departing. Rob?
Thanks, Joel. That's the CBC's Joel Ballard at YVR. And BC Hydro says the snow will make it difficult for crews to access some areas, which will delay repairs. On the ferry, service is scheduled to resume now on major routes between Nanaimo and the Lower Mainland. But sailings between Swartz Bay in Victoria and Tawasin are cancelled until 3 o'clock this afternoon. Ferry says drivers may have difficulty accessing the terminals because of the conditions. And BC Transit has cancelled service in Greater Victoria and the Cowichan Valley through the morning. Public transit here in Metro Vancouver is still running, but with long delays. In other news, Quebec's premier says he's more optimistic provinces and territories can reach a deal with Ottawa on healthcare spending after today's meeting with the Prime Minister. Tom Perry now on the coffee clutch between François Legault and Justin Trudeau.
J'avoue que je suis plus confiant aujourd'hui que...
It was a get-together that left François Legault feeling more upbeat, hopeful he and his fellow premiers might be closer to getting a meeting they've been asking for with Justin Trudeau and maybe even a deal on increased federal support for health care.
I think that there's a compromise that looks good for everybody.
Legault hinting there could be movement on Ottawa's push for conditions on any new funding, a demand Justin Trudeau continued to press this week in a year-end interview with the CBC's Rosemary Barton.
We're there for the long term, but we have to make sure that if we're there for the long term, that the results are there for the long term.
The federal government has said it's willing to put more money into health care, but only if it leads to real improvements. Tom Perry, CBC News, Ottawa.
And it is the beginning of the end for some single-use plastics in Canada. Items such as grocery bags and drinking straws will be phased out over the next year. Aaron Collins has more.
Some single-use plastics are on their way out in Canada. Companies can no longer make or import 5 types of single-use plastic here. Among them, grocery bags, cutlery, many take